If you're starting your FM23 adventures at a non-league club, you'll know just how tight finances can be at this level, but worry not. In this video, we're going to bring you the best players that you can sign for free at non-league clubs. We're going to split our suggestions into players that might be prepared to play for Vanarama regional sides and some more expensive options that might drop to tier 5. If at any point during this video you have your own suggestions of players that you can sign for non-league clubs on a free, let us know down in the comment section. But let's begin looking at the players that you could sign for nothing, starting with ones that might be prepared to move the Vanarama north or south. Why don't we kick things off with cultured midfielder Max Haygarth. Haygarth joined Manchester United as a 9-year-old before moving to Brentford. Haygarth is just 20 years old and is most comfortable in central midfield, but can also play as a number 10 or even as a striker. And it may well be that Haygarth could fulfill the role of a deep-lying forward. He's two-footed, has reasonable pace, will work hard, but also offers fantastic passing for a 6-tier club, as well as good vision, good off-the-ball movement, a decent first touch, solid flair and anticipation, and with finishing of 11 and composure of 9, he should be able to score you goals. Haygarth would demand around £1,200 a week, and clubs as high as the Championship are interested. But if you miss out on Haygarth, Callum Hume could be a replacement target. Like Haygarth, Hume is Manchester born, but he started on the other side of the city before a spell at Bury convinced Leicester to part with £250,000. Hume is just 21 years old and could play as a right back or right wing back, but only has tackling of 5 and positioning of 2, so it may well be that he's more at home in a central midfield berth, possibly as part of a 3 or playing further forward in the number 10 role. He already has a number of player traits, such as liking the ball play to feet, dictating the tempo, using the outside of his foot, shooting from distance, and trying killer balls. Hume could be your set piece taker with free kick taking of 14 and corners of 13. He would bring good distribution to your side with passing of 13 and vision of 12, and could also be a threat from distance with long shots of 14. When chances fall his way, he's got finishing of 12. He's comfortable on the ball with a first touch of 13. And his technique and composure might make him a good candidate to be your playmaker. There are a host of league clubs and national league sides interested in his services, but he would drop down to the Vanarama regionals and would only demand £800 a week. But if we're looking for a player to finish those chances that our playmakers might create, how about Enoch Asante? 20-year-old Asante is Ghanaian but would have no work permit issues as he has English as a second nationality. Asante is a product of Spurs youth system and offers physical attributes that make him equally suited to being a target forward or an advanced forward or even poacher. But perhaps he might be best deployed as a pressing forward with teamwork of 13, work rate of 14, bravery of 13 and determination of the same score. At 6'1", he's solid in the air, has good stamina and heading, but he's quick enough to be the pacey forward that might score goals at tier 6 level. Asante may prove to be an easier signature to secure than our 2 previous suggestions, and you could snap him up for just £500 per week. But as well as score goals, we'll need to keep them out, and that's where we could turn to Josh Tobin. Tobin is the youngest player on our list at just 18 years old, and he's on a free, having recently left Chelsea. At 6 feet tall, he's described as a young centre-back, but could also play as a defensive midfielder or even in a central midfield berth. At 18 years old, his mental attributes for a defensive player are superb. Aggression of 15, bravery of 17, determination of 15, teamwork of 11 and work rate of 14 mean that he could comfortably play at a much higher level. And with leadership of 18, he could be the future captain of your side. Physically, by his 20th birthday, each one of his attributes could be in double figures. Tobin could be the driving heartbeat of your side and potentially a player that you could sell for a lot of money. But such young players might appreciate a mentor, and for that, we could turn to James Constable. Whilst Tobin was the youngest player on our list, Constable is the oldest and has a long career in league and non-league football. And in total, this striker has scored more than 200 league goals. He can play behind the striker or on either wing, but at 37, Constable may be better utilised as part of a strike pairing. At 6'2", he could play a season for you as a target forward, with his strength and jumping reach being a danger at this level. For 37 years old, his natural fitness, stamina and acceleration are not too bad for a 6-tier side either, coupled with his model professional personality that makes him the ideal mentor for a non-league squad. He has aggression, bravery, determination, teamwork and work rate that wouldn't look out of place at a Premier League level. He's good in the air with heading of 11 and he knows where the back of the net is with finishing of the same score, and you could open negotiations to secure his services for just £700 per week. But if we move up a level, we'll find more great players you can sign for free, starting with a shot stopper. Salford-born Joel Coleman started his career at Oldham. Having played League One football, he attracted the attention of Huddersfield, where he went on to make one Premier League appearance. Coleman is a commanding goalkeeper who stands at 6 feet 6 inches tall, a jumping reach of 15 and the command of area of 12, coupled with the aerial reach of 14, mean that coming for crosses should not be a problem. Yet as a shot stopper, he would offer reflexes of 12 and agility of 11. Coleman is making his way back from a serious injury, which might be no other clubs are interested in his services. But at just over £1,000 per week, Coleman might be the answer to your goalkeeping search. But if you're looking for a tier 5 fullback or wingback, look no further than Welshman Cole de Silva. Like brother Jay, Cole started as a schoolboy at Luton before moving to Chelsea. De Silva has 3 under-21 caps for Wales and is still just 23 years old. A rarity at this level, De Silva is 2-footed and can fill in comfortably at left back or right back. And at this level, he could be a danger going forward with pace and acceleration of 15, crossing of 11, technique of 12. De Silva could be an explosive, dynamic fullback down either flank and could be a key assist maker for your side, and you may need to part with as much as £2,000 per week. But if we're looking for some experience in the centre of the park, let's check out Abu Agogo. Agogo is 32 years old and having begun his career at Arsenal, he's had a long career in Leagues 1 and 2. He can operate in central or defensive midfield and favours a short, simple passing game. The natural fitness of 18 mean his attributes shouldn't decline too swiftly, and physically he's a strong candidate even for Tier 5 football. But he has the mental attributes of a championship player with work rate of 17, teamwork of 16, determination of 15 and bravery of 17. This could be an ideal ball-winning midfielder. Agogo has tactical discipline with marking, positioning and tackling all of 12. And at £1,300 a week, he may serve your Tier 5 team well for a couple of seasons. But the next player on our list is a more creative option in the form of George McEachran. Like elder brother Josh, McEachran came through the Chelsea Academy. At 21 years old, there are still years of development left that will be aided by his driven personality. This midfield schemer likes to dictate the tempo as well as playing 1-2s. He can operate as a playmaker in defensive or central midfield, but he might be most dangerous as an attacking midfielder. He is a superb technician with dribbling of 12, first touch of 14, passing of 13 and technique of 16. At a non-league level, he should be an unflappable presence in the midfield with composure of 14 and decisions of 12, and he would demand around £1,500 a week. And for a similar weekly wage, you could pick up the services of Luke Dreyer. Dreyer is a player whose career is really just starting, having made just one appearance during his time at Crystal Palace. At 23 years old, it's only Dreyer's physical attributes that are stopping him playing at a much higher level. The standout attribute is his first touch, but he backs it up with passing and technique of 13. He's aggressive and brave and has excellent anticipation, composure and vision. And as a central midfielder, he could also score some goals with long shots of 11, off the ball movement of 13, finishing of 12, and he might yet even be your penalty taker. Dreyer may need some legs around him that will be more of a physical presence. As an intelligent technical schemer in the centre of the park, Dreyer could fire you to promotion. But for our National League wild card, we will show you what Marcus Maddison can offer. There is relatively little interest in Maddison, so he may be an easier signature to secure, and he would offer a wealth of experience, having played more than 200 games in the Football League. The reason Maddison is just a wild card suggestion is his injury record, and his natural fitness of 2 indicates that once he turns 30, his attributes might decline sharply. But technically, what attributes they are for a player that's comfortable on either wing, central midfield or or even as a frontman. He could be the answer to your set-piece dilemma with penalty taking of 13, free kick taking of 15, and corners of 14. As a wide midfielder, he would offer crossing of 14, passing of 14, and vision of 13. But with suspect determination, teamwork, and work rate, it may be in a freer role that you can get the best out of Maddison. The off-the-ball flair, composure and finishing mean that he could be a shadow striker, or you could release him of any defensive responsibilities and utilise him as a trequartista. If you can keep Maddison fit, he may well be the jewel in your promotion-chasing crown. But we all know securing the right personnel is only half of the battle. You'll also need to be good tactically as well. And if you're looking for help, why not check out this video next?